All right, well, not since the great Mackenzie Dern have we had a woman with this type of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu pedigree cross into the UFC, and a lot of people are as excited as they were when Mackenzie signed several years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at these women, they may not be at the same level because Mackenzie is as good a grappler as we've ever seen coming to the UFC. But you recognize that this young lady has something special, especially on the ground. But then you look at her skill set and you realize that she has much more than just jiu-jitsu. But boy, oh boy, if you are spending extended amounts of time on the floor with this young lady, you are constantly in danger.
No, you're absolutely right, and we might see more striking out of her here tonight, but we know what her bread and butter is, and we expect her to employ that to great success tonight. Well, if looks could kill DC, here is Thug Rose Namajunas, the former UFC strawweight champion, and still one of the best, if not the best, 115-pound fighter.
When you watch Namajunas and she looks at her opponents, it's stone cold. She's looking right through them. You see her opponents try to engage her in trash talk to try to break the psyche of Namajunas, and she just looks it down, stares right through it, and says, you know what? On tomorrow, I get to show you with my fists, my knees, and my feet. And when she's fighting, she's one of the best fighters this division's ever seen. And we saw that tonight. She knocked out Julianna in the very first round.
You ain't winning the staring contest with Thug Rose Namajunas, and you're probably not winning a cage fight against her either. Namajunas is back for more here tonight. And there she is, folks, Rose Namajunas, set to fight the Venezuelan vixen, Julianna Peña. And here is tonight's tale of the tape. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Julianna, the Venezuelan vixen, Peña. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion, Thug Rose Namajunas.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, with that, we are underway. Thug Rose Namajunas with Trevor Whitman in her corner. She's not afraid to have a little feeling out process here early. This is a fighter who gets stronger as the fight goes on. We'll see what type of start Namajunas can get off to here tonight. All right, so Thug Rose Namajunas mixing it up pretty well here in the early going with her kicks and, of course, that patented jab as well.
Yeah, she pops that jab. She's so fast. And you can hear her corner telling her, Rose, stay on the jab, stay on the jab. She's so good at maintaining distance, and she's very tall for the weight class. Rose Namajunas has now figured out how to use her length to her advantage inside the octagon.
Frantic pace early on to this one.
Right into a takedown.
Oh, she's got head movement even off of her back. Huh? Nice slip there.
She's being proactive. She's not sitting and waiting until her opponent throws. She's moving in advance, and it's allowing her to evade these strikes.
Oh, Peña's in half guard now. All right, nice transition into... Well, she's got the head trapped here. Might be trying to set up a guillotine choke.
Great defense from her back. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Peña's pass is denied. Trying to set up a submission now. Oh, she's got that more locked in tight now. Oh, so now she gives up on the submission.
She did, and she did because she saw that she was going to end up in a worse position. Great recognition to give up the submission and maintain her dominant position.
Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent back to the feet. Oh, now going to the body with that hook. Nicely done there by Peña.
Oh, nice.
Swing and a miss by Rose Namajunas.
Nice elbows, yeah.
Takedown defense is there.
Oh, nice foot sweep.
Immediately gets the underhook.
Holy smokes.
Oh, judo toss. Made it look easy. Now she gains some separation. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good. That's a nice 1-2 there from Rose Namajunas. All set up by that brilliant footwork. Great fundamentals.
I mean, fundamentals at its best. Rose Namajunas just defines that. I mean, she's never where you expect her to be. She's never just standing still. She's constantly moving. Always seems to be a step ahead of her competition. One of the most important strikes of the clinch is this big body shot.
5 minutes in the books.
All right, breathe. Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up.
All right, there's the horn. Let us now check out some of the action from that round, DC. What a display of striking.
Yeah, John, she did a great job. I mean, she knew exactly what she needed to do, and she mixed everything up beautifully, right? Every punch landed to a kick. Whenever her opponent thought kicks, she would follow up with punches. It was a masterclass in striking over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, here we go with our next round. 2 of the best women in this division. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
You got to make a decision when you get up off of your stool going to the next round that this is my fight, and I am not going to allow it to slip through my fingers. Oh, nice takedown defense.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. All right, so the jab lands yet again for Thug Rose Namajunas, really starting to mix things up well on the feet.
She does it all. I mean, I think Rose Namajunas is one of the best athletes in the strawweight division. She fights long. She stays behind the jab, and she uses her kicks to make sure that she's at range and safe. Big shot to the head, and everything's landing with so much power. As she evades, that chin's way high in the air.
Peña's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip just opened up. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D?
Big knee lands.
Oh, the uppercut is clean.
No idea how these 2 women are standing. They are both landing massive shots. Big ground and pound.
Oh, crowd pops as she reverses position.
This work.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Rose Namajunas. Trying for a submission here. Oh, that's tight.
This has got to be the end.
Oh, she got out!
Oh my goodness, what a display of submission defense by this young lady.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. All right, so she told us...
Guillotine jump.
She gets out.
I thought it was over. But that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters in their submission defense.
Nice straight punch there by Peña.
She gets in very close and gets to the single collar top.
Oh, big left hook there.
Ooh, another shot to the head.
And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, heading back to the corner, and Peña's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was open. Well, she's dealing with a pretty big cut now. We'll see if we can isolate exactly where it happened in that previous round.
Man, she took way too many shots in round 1. She was not being responsible defensively, and ultimately she is paying.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, she landed another strike to the body there. Very smart to work that body late in the fight when her opponent is fatigued. Huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Oh, she's got a triangle, DC. That looks tight. Might be a case of tap or nap right here.
It is going to be a case of tap or nap. You're going to sleep if you do not tap in this submission.
Oh, she escapes.
That was a slick transition.
All right, so she continues to attack the body to great effect. Actually, some redness now underneath the elbow of her opponent.
Yeah, she does a great job of attacking the body in multiple different ways, and it's starting to pay dividends for her.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Peña.
Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
She got that single collar tie. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. All right, so she misses there with the strike, and at this point, what do? You getting on the bike to try to preserve some energy or what?
You gotta find a place to rest, John. You gotta get away, you gotta find space. Let your stamina bar rebuild itself before you explode again into another combination.
Can't call timeout.
Can't call timeout fight.
No TOs. Well, how urgent is this fighter down the stretch? She is really lighting her up now. She found her range in the middle of this fight, and she is making up for lost time. Beautiful straight punch there by Rose Namajunas.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her to move the opponent. Pull the head down and try to wear on her gas tank.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee. She threw her entire body into that massive uppercut, and she is seeing the rewards of her hard work. The reach advantage has proven so beneficial. Another punch lands.
So she's holding on to her here, not doing too much, really just looking to recover. Well, she felt like the uppercut was going to be there. It has absolutely been there. No reason to think she won't get back to it here.
No, she's going to go back to that position. She has to. She can go from the clinch. She can do it off of her combination. She just has to. There it is. Look at that. She's off the bad, J.A.
That is it! Rose Namajunas finishes the job.
I mean, wow.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Thug Rose Namajunas!
All right, so what an effort tonight as we congratulate Thug Rose Namajunas. It's hard to just say Rose Namajunas without the Thug Rose. It's become her calling, and she was at her thuggish best tonight.
Another big victory for Rose Namajunas as she continues to add to a great legacy in this division.
Every time she fights and you got a microphone, you know what the people want to hear.
They want to hear the Thug Rose. Man, that was one of the greatest nights that I've ever experienced as Rose became the champion, and tonight she gets another big victory. Congratulations to Rose Namajunas.